Okay, so here's the document. You're going to see circle and then all these layers. I wish I stayed organized with this. This is what I would highly recommend. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to highlight all of these. So hold shift and select the top layer, and I'm going to put them into a folder. Okay, that didn't happen. So I'm going to click and drag them and put them into the folder. Doing this is just going to help me stay organized, and if I have to go back and try to find where an object might be, being organized in folders is very, very helpful. So I'm going to label this strings, and then I'm going to press that arrow because then it shrinks everything together. It hides everything, and I'm going to leave circle by itself, so that's okay. I'm going to create a new layer because it won't let me create a new shape unless I'm out of the folder, and it shows that I'm above the folder. So first thing that we're going to do is we're going to create a pattern. So again, make sure you're on shape. Your fill, you do not want to fill. Your stroke should have a color, so make sure it has black, and that we made the point size for this assignment 10. You're going to click off of that. All right, so I'm just going to pick any section. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different sections, and you're going to choose one to work in. So I'm going to choose this guy right here. If you wanted to, I believe it gives you this option, transform. You can rotate your canvas if you want to work in a certain direction. So I can rotate it 90 degrees. All right, see how it just rotated? So I can keep rotating it to find the angle that I would prefer to work on. Again, it does take a moment for it to load, so you just gotta be patient. Now, I actually like the angle of this guy better, so I'm gonna use him. I'm already on my pen tool. Again, you wanna zoom in because you wanna make sure your anchor point is on the line of where you start. And then I can zoom out a little bit to see where I'm going, zoom back in, hold down the space bar to move yourself around. All right, and this is what is actually going to happen. Here, I don't like that, so I can do Control Z to back myself up. And I'm going to do Control Z again because I don't want to start there now. I want to do something completely different. I'm going to start out here. Okay, and then I'm going to go across. What I'm doing is I'm going to create like a zigzag design. So I'm going to move myself back and forth. Right now, you're not really going to see what this looks like until I zoom out. Now I can see that some of these points of my zigzag line are going past my section here. That is a-okay because I'm going to show you what you're going to do in order to clean that up. No line should be passing any section, to put it that way. Sliding across, and I'm going to keep going. Remember, we're creating patterns, and your pattern should fill the section. So make it look as if it is getting cut off or it's continuing all the way until the end. So I might be able to put one more right there. Okay, now that that's done, I need to do some erasing. So I'm going to zoom out so you can see what it looks like. This looks a little sloppy with all the points going on the outside of the section. So I'm going to right-click. I am going to rasterize. And also, to remember, stay organized. I'm going to call it zigzag. And then I'm going to go in with my eraser. If you don't know what the tool is, let your mouse hover over it, and it's going to tell you that. Or you can press the letter E on your keyboard. Remember, you can enlarge your eraser. You can make it smaller by using the bracket keys on your keyboard. You could change the mode if you'd rather have something that you have more control of. A pencil tool. What? Cool. That works for me. All right, so I'm going to use a pencil tool, but I don't know what the difference is. But sticking with the pencil tool, I'm going to zoom in. Okay, maybe not. Technical difficulties here. Okay, you want to zoom in because you don't want to have any gaps. Now my computer wasn't letting me zoom in. There we go. I had something highlighted and wouldn't let me to. So see what was happening when I was trying to erase from far away? It's still not very clean. So I would still come on in and kind of make sure that I have that nice straight line around the outside of my section here. And of course the eraser is touching this black string line, but since it's on a different layer, it's not going to affect it. All right, and I'm going to clean these guys up here. All right, and I got one more over here. All right, cool. All right, so now I'm going to zoom out. Oh, just kidding. One more. Okay, so now I'm going to zoom out, and I kind of want to make this a mix of organic and geometric. So your requirements for your patterns are to have geometric and organic patterns, simple patterns, and complex patterns. You want to have that full variety to add variety into your composition. All right, so one thing I want to do is I'm going to go back to my pen tool. Say I want to make this a combo pattern. Again, zooming in on where I want to start. I'm going to start here. And then I'm going to zoom out so I can see the whole thing. I'm going to add like a curve line. So remember, to add a curve line, you're going to click and drag. I'm going to come to this section here, and I'm just going to click, okay, because it's going to come to a point. I'm going to come back here. I'm going to click and drag, so it has almost like this, curve, like parenthesis. And then I'm going to zoom in to end it. Boom. All right. So now, same thing. I'm going to have to do some alterations to this. I'm going to right-click. I'm going to rasterize because I'm going to have to erase. Remember, stay organized. Rename it as Kevline. That's what I'm going to call it. Does not matter which layer is on top of what, but it does matter what section you're on. So say I want to make this look like it's weaving in and out of these triangles. I'm going to go to my eraser. Remember, letter E, or you can press the button. I'm actually going to get rid of this part right here because I'm going to make it look like it's starting behind this triangle. And then it's visible. Now it's going behind, over. So it's going over this triangle. So I'm going to click on my zigzag line because now I'm actually getting rid of these lines. And here, to make it look like it's going in front. Okay. Now I'm going to make it look like it's going behind. So now I'm going to go to my curve. Make this a little bit smaller so I have more control. Remember, no gaps, clean lines. Okay. And then I'm going to make it look like it's going in front, back to zigzag. And that means I'm getting rid of this zigzag line here. No gaps, control, control, control. All right, went in front, now it's going behind, back to the curve. I'm getting rid of my curve lines. So I can continue this pattern. Oops, see, don't want that, so undo. Continue doing this for all your different sections. Take your time with this. If you get stuck with using PHOTOPEA and you don't understand why something's going wrong, please email me to schedule a Google Meet. Google Meets are very helpful because I can see your screen and I can do some troubleshooting issues to see what is working and what is not working. But yeah, this is not complete. Okay, this pattern is not complete, but I am going to end this video very soon. You want to keep adding into your section and you can't anymore. Remember, this is like almost like a meditation. The patterns are going to be purposeful. They're not going to be slopping all over the place. If you start to see that your pattern is, really not organized or clean, you might not want to do that pattern. You might want to come up with something else. Okay, but that's pretty much what you're going to do is you're going to continue creating more shapes, more patterns. If you want to see one more, I'll do one more. I'm actually going to start in the same section here. I'm going to start down here. I'm going to zoom out. Okay, I'm going to create that same curve because they're moving in the same way, but it's going to go a little bit farther this time. I'm going to click out here. Make the curve come back up here. Make it a little wonky. A wonky curve. Oh, that's too wonky. All right, here, and then it's going to come all the way to here. Again, zoom in. Zoom in, zoom in, zoom in. Boom. All right, and then to rasterize, you right-click, rename, curve 2. All right, and then you can start doing some erasing. Again, any questions, email, and help and ask for Google Meet. All right, that's it.